set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
On the banks of the Ncaa River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder. You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Say it. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give is to Williams. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's some room. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Carr, under fire. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's 1st sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the 1st sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Carr above the noise. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page. And they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Going to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to...
Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 43, and he took that one back not too far from midfield. Great job by the return team. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll move the tight end. Runs through a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Carr, bringing the heat. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Inside the 30. Maybe some room here. Touchdown! Buckeye! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Follow too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Mobley. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Play fake, say it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because...
Takes it the other way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for open space. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Now here's Carr. Fires to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Throwing, say it. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it. Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. Can't get him to the ground. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Here's Julian saying to throw. Touchdown Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run inside. It's Williams. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Might have a chance. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make you...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here's a heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll go to the counter play. There's a crease. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing, Carr. Got a man.
Now, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Running inside. It's Mobley. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but, man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Carr finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable.
Runs through a man. He might have got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It'll be third and long. Saying from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Running inside. It's Mobley. Turning it on. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. DB's right up on the receivers. The give is to Williams. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his big tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The run inside. It's Williams. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. In the red area, it's Mobley. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And that's a really good example of making the first thing first. What I mean is, you worry about milking the clock? No. How about taking care of the ball?
No doubt. In this 2-minute situation, right, with the game on the line, all security has just got to be at a premium, and it's mistakes like that that cost you games.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Ncaa to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying.
Could be an alley. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, Carr. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Running inside. It's Mobley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Carr above the noise. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, look out on the right. The 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish. The Irish punch back. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Zayn unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. There is no evidence whatsoever that either one of these offenses will bog down at any point in this game.
As a former quarterback, Reese, I'm impressed because both of these offenses right now are executing at such a high level.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Plows through the defense.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. Back open in the middle. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He'll pull it down. He gets out of bounds, picks up the first down, 30 seconds left.
Man, when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Williams. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Now here's Carr. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Irish send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip the field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this game will be decided right here with this kick. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And it's good! And now they regain the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.